So that virulence power means principle of immunization. If we are having different culture of different causative microorganism, like example consider a cholera. Hmm? So cholera, it is a disease which is caused by microorganism. In that, if we are having old culture of that cholera microorganism, and take an example, if we given that cholera microorganism to a chicken, hmm? So if the culture of that microorganism it is older one, so that chicken it get easily survive. And if we given a fresh culture of that cholera microorganism to one of the chicken which is a fresh, which is not having any disease history regarding to that cholera, that chicken get die. But if we are giving that fresh microorganism culture to the infected or that chicken which is having a history about that disease, so that chicken get survive. Means what? That example it tell us that if we are having the microorganism in our body, means our system, our immune system get easily resist to other microorganism, that is simply called as a immunization. Okay, this theory also discovered by Louis Pasteur. And also last point, it is regarding to development of rabies and anthrax. These are the example of vaccine which are discovered by Mr. Louis Pasteur by same this type of example which is given in a previous point, that is virulence, same like that of experiment it can be discovered by Mr. Louis Pasteur. Then the next person it is Robert Koch in 1843 to 1910. Already we know that he is a father of medicinal microbiology. So he is a German physician considered as a father of medicinal microbiology. First to demonstrated that role of bacteria in causing disease. Means bacteria it is responsible for observation of different types of disease was first discovered by this person, it is called as a Robert Koch. So first to isolate Bacillus anthracis which is causative agent of anthrax. Okay, immediately in last 2 points we are discover or we are discuss virulence power. Okay, in that we are considering the cholera, okay, as well as anthrax. These are the different types of example of diseases, but that anthrax which is caused by one of the bacteria, it is called as a Bacillus anthracis, and which is first isolated by this scientist. Also isolation of bacteria, he was used in a nutrient agar for solid transparent medium. Means different types of microorganism they can be developed in a solid nutrient medium, and they easily isolated from that location. Okay, so this point is also discovered by Mr. Robert Koch. Also discovered the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Everybody aware about the disease, it is called as tuberculosis. Okay, so tuberculosis it is caused by different types of microorganism, among that Mycobacterium tuberculosis which is discovered by Robert Koch in 1882. Also Vibrio cholera. Okay, already we are discussed that example, it is cholera, and cholera it is caused by microorganism, which example it is Vibrio cholera. So 1883 they are discovered, and that person it is awarded by the prize, it is Nobel Prize in 1905. So develop the relationship between microorganism and the disease, means different types of diseases are caused by the microorganism. It is discovered by Mr. Robert Koch, and so they are termed as a father of medicinal microbiology. In that, simultaneously, Robert Koch, they are having different types of objective during preparation of that microorganism and culture of that microorganism. Those points are considered like Koch postulates. They are considered as a Koch postulate. In that, first, the microorganism must be present in every case of disease. Means it is finalized that every disease it is caused by microorganism. Okay. Second, the microorganism must be isolated from the disease animal and growth in a pure culture. This is very important second point. In an image we can observe that, right hand side image we can observe that there is one healthy mice. From we can isolate that RBC and we can easily culture that RBC. Okay, but in a second image the mice was die because of disease. That microorganism we can isolate in a blood RBC as well as those microorganisms are observed. So the second point, microorganism must be isolated from the disease animal and it can be grow. In a second row of image we can observe that there is one Petri plate. Medium it is indicated by yellow, and the microorganism they are observed in a red color. Okay, so second point it is cleared. Now next, third point, the disease must be reproduced when pure culture of microorganism it is inoculated into the susceptible host. Means what? In a second row, third image, we are observed that the culture which is developed in a petri dish, but that microorganism are infected microorganism, and if those microorganism we are collected and given to the healthy animal which is indicated as a white mouse, and if we are giving that microorganism to the healthy animal also, that animal get die, but that sample it should be pure one, it should be pure one, then and only then that animal get die, and again it can be purely cultured. It can be the term in a point number 3. And point number 4, the same microorganism must be dissolved from the experiment from experimentally infected host. Means if we are giving the treatment to the next microorganism, it can be recovered. Okay, then very important point. Now we are forwarded to the next point. It is branches of microbiology. So these are the different types of branches we are observing. We are starting from right hand side, that is called as a nematology. Nematology means the study of nematodes, worms, different types of worms like your earthworm and all, which is considered in a nematology. Then second one, it is called as a phycology. Phycology means it is study of algae. Then third point, it is virology. Virology means a study of viruses. Next it is called as a immunology. Immunology means study of mechanism of development of resistance. Already we are consider one example, that is example of cholera, which is considered in a immunology. Then parasitology. Parasitology it is study of different types of parasites. Then next point, it is mycology. Mycology means it is study of fungus. Then bacteriology, already everybody know that, study of bacteria. And last it is protozoology. Protozoology means study of protozoa. So these all are the different types of branches of your microbiology which are considered in our syllabus. Okay, so the next point, it is scope and importance. Now why we are going to study this microbiology? First, very important, as per the consideration of pharmacy, it is very important for us. First it is first it is production of antibiotics. Okay, so antibiotics means these are the preparations which are kill different types of microorganism, and it also reduce reduce the disease. Okay, so production of antibiotics, this is first important point, in which two-thirds of antibiotics are produced from microorganism. Means antibiotics, they are prepared from microorganisms. So it is production of antibiotic. Then many antibiotics are isolated from natural microorganism by the process of fermentation. Like example, we are already given in a slide, penicillin from Penicillium species like Penicillium notatum and all. Streptomycin from Streptomyces gyrus, chloramphenicol from Streptomyces venezuela. So these are the example from which the microorganism we are preparing the antibiotics. Okay, then next point it is production of enzymes, vaccines and other pharmaceutical products. As we know that we are preparing the different types of antibiotics, same as that of we are preparing different types of vaccines, enzymes and different types of pharmaceutical products, in which if we are considering the example like amylase, protease, lipase, oxidase, catalase, these are the different types of enzymes we required for the normal functioning of our body. So these enzymes are also prepared from different types of microorganism, as well as biosurfactant having lot of application in agriculture, food industry, industrial cleaning, leather preparation, metal industries and different types of textile industries. So these microorganism, natural microorganism, they are also used for all those things for agriculture, food and different types of industries. So different types of biosurfactants, they are having different types of having different example, like your actinobacter species, bacillus species, then rhodococcus species. These are the example which are prepared from prepared for your pharmaceutical industries. Then diagnosis of diseases. Okay, so different types of diseases, they are identified or diagnosed by different types of microorganism again. So where different tests are used, like example your ELISA test, Vidal test, tuberculosis skin test, all those sensitive tests are done with the help of microorganism. Then treatment of industrial waste material. Already we know that industry having very large waste material come out after the production, and how we are going to remove those pharmaceutical waste or other waste also, so it can be destroyed with the help of microorganism, and those microorganism, they will easily remove that material, or they get utilized it, and it will destroy the harmful waste material. So these are the images, these are few example of microorganism which are used for destroy that waste material. And Next point, it is plant growth production. Okay, in an agricultural industry, if we want more product, if we want good product, if we have to give proper nutrition to the plants, if we require those things, so it can be again given by different types of microorganism. So plant growth promotion. Okay, so many microbial cells, they are present in a soil. They play an important role in a soil for fertility, then herbicidal resistance, then insect resistance, changes in a protein oil content, and enhance the quality of your products. Okay, it can be easily done by your microorganism, but it should be done with the help of only the microorganism. Okay, so rhizobium, these are the different example: rhizobium species, then azotobacter species. All these are example, and they are having different types of role, like leaving nitrogen fixing during at the position of that root. Also they are secreting the plant growth promoting substances like your thalamine, then your riboflavin, which are very very important for your growth of microorganisms. So plant growth promotion, it is also important during that microorganism. Next point, it is sterile product preparation. Already I during that lecture I was told you about the how the microorganism are prepared. Okay, so for the preparation of that microorganism, for less contamination, we required proper area. So as well as we required the sterilization. So sterile product, they are prepared during that area. It is called as sterile product preparation. So microbiology play a major role in a preparation of sterile product. Also, a sterilization process. Any process, that method which is eliminate or remove or kill or deactivate forms of your life and other biological agent like your bacteria, fungi. By different types of method, we are going to sterilize the microorganism. So in a right hand side, two instrument are observed. One, it is autoclave, and second, it is called as a hot air oven. These are the two different instrument which are used for the sterilization. Then next point, it is called as a steroid biotransformation. Different types of steroidal preparation like your cholesterol, esterol, testosterone, progesterone, they are also prepared from different types of microorganism. Example, it is given as a rhizopus, then it is aspergillus species, penicillium. They are used for the preparation of your steroidal biotransformation. Next, it is identification of microorganism. Different types of microorganism, they can identify from again different types of microorganism. Okay, so it can be indicated by color and all. Then bacteria have one of three cellular shape. Now these are the three different basic shape of microorganism by which we are identify these are the microorganism, specific microorganism. First shape, it is called as a rod shape, and rod shape microorganism, they are called as a bacilli. Next, it is spherical shape, they are called as a cocoid shape. They are called as a cocoid shape. Next, it is a shape which is considered as a longer straight line shape. They are called as a spirilla. They are called as a spirilla. These are the three different types of specific shape are observed in microorganism. There are number of different types of shape and structure of microorganism, but basically they are divided into three different points. Now the cocci, if they are arranged in a different manner, they are also having different name. So cocci, they are observed in a pair, so they are called as a diplococcus, means they are having a pair. Then a single, it is called as a coccus. Single, it is called as a coccus, and if they are four in a number, they are called as a tetrad group of four. If they are arranged in a one line, The cocci, it is called as a cocci in a chain. They are called as a streptococci. They are having in a straight line, so they are called as a streptococci. Cocci in a cluster. Cocci in a cluster, they are having in a group, so they are called as a staphylococci. They are called as a staphylococci. And if they are cluster but in a proper manner, then having a proper number, it is 8 number. They are called as a, it is called as Sarcina. They are called it as a Sarcina. So these are the different structure of microorganism. Then testing of pharmaceuticals. Again, we are having different types of uses, that is testing of pharmaceuticals. So raw material and finished product. The presence of microorganisms like E. coli, Salmonella, Pseudomonas, these are the different species that raw material and finished product may be deteriorate with the efficacy and potency. So raw material of pharmaceutical product, they can easily synthesize or are evaluated by the different types of microorganism. Then microbial assay of antibiotics. Microbial assay of antibiotics. All the micro antibiotics, they are prepared from microorganism. Already we are considered that point. And assay, its assay, it can be done with the help of different types of microorganism with its specific assay procedure. Okay, so evaluation of disinfectant means already we are observing different types of advertise. In that advertise, disinfectant are used, and they are always claim that disinfectant, it is kill that 99% of microorganism. How they are specifically conclude that those disinfectant are definitely kill that 99% of microorganism? They are claim on the basis of that evaluation of disinfectant process. The example, it is your phenol, then cup plate method. These are the different types of method by which we are going to evaluate. All those points are considered in our next syllabus as well as our experimental procedure. Then antimicrobial preservation efficacy testing. This is the method by which different types of preservatives, different types of microorganisms, they are also considered as a preservative. Those are also considered in that of microbial processes. Then endocrine toxins, all those points we are considering in the next point. Now the next, it is very important that prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells.